Hello, and welcome back to the Mermaid Room. How is everybody today? This is the 55-gallon aquarium from PetSmart. I've had this aquarium for probably 3 years, maybe 4. And it was used originally to acclimate my saltwater fish when I had all saltwater aquariums. And then it was a paludarium for a while. And now it's currently this beautiful planted environment here. I just a few days ago I had to cut back some of the vallus, which gets quite stringy and beautiful, but does take up a lot of space in an aquarium that's only 1 foot from front to back. I just took this, I'll show you the root. This area, this big, beautiful bellin was planted in the center, actually, mostly because, oh, hi there. When all of my valens came in, it was just really dissolving. I had ordered it, and it was just a ucky, dissolved, slimy substance. And so I had cut off all of the greens and just planted roots and put them in places where I could see, babysit them. See if I just needed to throw them away or if they were going to grow. And it grew quite large, and it was dividing the aquarium into 2 sections. And the largest fish in here are the angelfish, and there are 2 of them. And they really were having a hard time getting over from one side of the tank to the other. And it'll probably happen again with this bit that's growing in between the rocks down here. I just shoved it into wherever I thought it would meet to the soil, and it's grown really, really well. So, when the tank is only 1 foot from front to back, you don't have a lot of space to spare. My original idea was completely different to where we are now with this aquarium. The plants grow, things change, and the whole vision has come to just to keep my hands out of the tank as much as I can, let everybody just be living in peace in there without me messing with them. Even though it's hard for me to go, oh, you know what, that plant's doing okay there, but maybe it would do better somewhere else, It's kind of my thing that I did a lot of that with coral. You're always like, maybe closer to the light is better, or maybe further away, and absolutely has to be better quality water, and, I'm a little bit of a stressor. So I'm trying to release some of that, and just be happy with what it is. And so this is where we are right now. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the angelfish. Obviously, I still have 3, starting at the bottom, the 3 green cories. I see them fluttering around. Let's see if I can zoom in on them. This algae eater. I think there's about a dozen neon tetras in there. That was my first angelfish, and here comes the one that I saved, this guy here, who is obviously very filled out, growing in. And then there's the 6 long fin leopard danios. Every time I say I don't think there are any shrimp in here, they come out at night, and it's all about these angelfish. They are very, can be very aggressive, and I'm sure shrimp is pretty tasty. I know I like it. So I never really see the shrimp, and whenever I think that, oh, I don't have any shrimp in here, at night I have this lighting set for a moonlight, I'll find shrimp running around. In the meantime, I think, there's probably eggs that are scattered. The neons like to hang out in this thick plant covering, and the long-fin danios. Hi guys. Yeah, it's always, never enough food. So I did trim these just to where they just meet at the water. Yeah, let's see what, yeah, this, some light glare, sorry about that. There's my weed. Can't have a garden without some weeds. And, oh, the other thing I had to move, this pothos was also over here in the center, and the root system is crazy. So along with the roots and the balance, there was just no way for the angels to swim from side to side freely. So I just try to give them a little more swim room. They can be, these are pretty big fish. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Come back. Oh, see, well, he can work his way. For a fish that will eat out of my hands, he doesn't want me messing with him right now. And the little guy is turned out to be a beautiful little fish too. When I got this fish, he was in a tiny little tank, and the other fish that was in there was dead, floating. So he came home with me. I just thought, you know what? I'll put him in my 10-gallon tank and see if he survives. And he did, and he started growing in his fins. And a couple weeks later, he graduated to over here, and, there's my little adopted, saved family member there. Yes, can you tell? I just love my fish. I love my fish. And I've had some medical procedures recently, eye surgery, and a couple other things. Anyway, I really haven't been able to mess with the Awazi canister filter that's down here. It's running. The heater is in place there. It's not really putting out a lot of flow, which means, I need to get in there and clean it, but I'm thinking about doing a little swap out, just because I'm not using this for water top off anymore, because I'm using a lot more water than that. I'm using, here we go, we're gonna flash over here to my old standard 44-gallon Brute on wheels, and my little pump here and my hose. Gotta wipe the wet hands. So this is how I'm doing my water top offs. I do have a RO system at the kitchen sink now, so I don't have to transport water. And so this is kind of a redundant jug that's, if you're a prepper like me, you're gonna fill up and stick someplace so that you have some nice RO water to drink or whatever you need. But I'm gonna probably put the Awazi canister on that stand, so it's easier access and I don't have to crawl around on the floor. It's just kind of hard for me to do that. So at this point, and really, you know what, I'm 61 years old, I'm just not into crawling around on the floor anymore. So that's my story today, and I'm sticking with it. And I've gone way too long on this video. So I do appreciate all of the subscribers, the new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all the thumbs up. I do appreciate that so very much. Enjoy your day.